Okay, so it was a bit of a Black Monday here. Another huge down day, red across the board. Dow Jones, Nasdaq, S&P 500, all close to being down to 3%. The heat map here, look at that, red across the board. There's not much safety anywhere here. No sectors are safe. All the big tech names down 4% or around there. So nowhere to go. Good day to be the close. The Canadian market was closed today. We'll see if this translates into tomorrow. Personally, though, I think there's going to be a bounce here. These stocks just don't stay down very long. People put their money into the stock market. I don't think the economy is that bad, and we could see interest rates getting cut pretty heavily here to help support the market. So there's going to be some good news on the way eventually here. Warren Buffett alone and Berkshire Hathaway's is holding on to about $200 billion in cash. We'll see how fast they put that to work. So I do think there's going to be some buying opportunities. I don't think the market's going to stay down long. But why is the market down? Well, other than the economy just slowing in general across the world, the Japanese stock market, worst day since 1987, down 12.5%, 12.4, incredible. That's pretty crazy. And we're talking big names, Sony, Toyota. They were all getting hurt pretty badly, and I couldn't figure out why. The best explanation I could find online was Japan has finally started raising interest rates. They've been at zero for decades. This is the yen to US dollar just booming here. Look at that. Just off the chart, going out 5 years. The Japan market raised interest rate on the yen. It sounds like there were a lot of Japanese that took out interest-free loans, put it into the US market, put it into the US dollar, got good interest rates there, and it worked for them for a long time, and then boom, now that Japan's raising interest rates, it's no longer a free, easy trade. That was the best explanation I could find about why it was down so much other than the slowing economy. But like I said, I think there's going to be some buying opportunities. I suspect people are going to jump in on here pretty quickly after today. Definitely at least a rebound coming up. I was a little disappointed I couldn't get some buying in here. Just not holding any US dollars really these days. But I do have some dry powder I could put out there. So we'll see what tomorrow looks like when the Canadian market opens up. I thought I'd bring you this story here to kind of ease your pain. And it's not to make fun of the person or anything like that. But here we go. I'm sure everyone's seen this now. But this is the investor, the gambler, where they bought 700K of Intel stock just 4 or 5 days ago. And of course, we all know what happened to Intel stock since then. It's down about 30%, I think. But here we go. Their grandmother died 2 months ago, and they left them with 800K. They put 100K into high interest savings account, and the other 700K, it went all into Intel. So they gave the reasons why they like the stock. Revenue growing. It's in the semiconductor space. If China ever invaded Taiwan, this Intel stock would do incredible. They talk about NVIDIA, AMD. Intel's been investing heavily in R&D. Of course, this is all what he said just before the earnings report came out. And comment sections take him down hard. I think this was the funniest thing I've seen. Your Nana in heaven watching you lose your entire inheritance in Intel stock. Oh, I seen this. It was hilarious. So there you go. This is Intel stock. So yeah, they bought it just before earnings, $30, and ouch. What's it down here? Yep. So it's down about 30%. It's just closing over $20. And to be truthful, I think this is overdone. I could definitely see this one rebounding here. Wouldn't surprise me at all if this rebounded 25%, put it back up to about $25 USD. But it'll take this person a while to break even on that $30. But I thought I'd leave you there on some highlight here. You're not probably doing as bad as this person here. And they did give an update. Definitely picked the wrong day. I feel bad for this person. I'm not throwing them under the mud or anything. This is probably something I would have done when I was younger. We'll see how long they hold it. They were planning on holding it for a decade. I think a lot of people just say that. It's easier to hold when the stock's moving up, and when the stock moves down, you're kind of thinking, what did I do? How long are we going to get stuck holding this bag? And of course, there's opportunity cost. They could have just put this in a high interest account, made like 40, 30, 40 grand a year. So they're still sticking with Intel. Kind of reminds me of the GameStop. But hopefully that brightens up your mood. It's not as bad as someone else out there. And hopefully we're ready for the markets to open tomorrow.